Are you on keto but hit a stall or aren't getting the weight loss results you hoped for? You might have fallen into the keto trap and are eating 5 foods you think are keto friendly and healthy but actually aren't. Hi, if you're new to my channel, my name is Lesya Holzapfel. I help professional women shed fat with a holistic, clean keto and carb cycling lifestyle. Today I'm going to share the top 5 keto foods that can sabotage your weight loss results. Now, if you're following the ketogenic diet, you know that it's all about eating low carb, high fat foods to put your body into a state of ketosis. But not all keto friendly foods are created equal. In fact, there are some foods that can actually sabotage your weight loss goals on keto. So let's dive in and take a closer look at the top 5 worst foods to eat on the keto diet for weight loss. Number 1 is processed cheese. Let's start with the number 1 on the list, processed cheese. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cheese is a staple in the keto diet. How can it be bad? Well, hear me out. Contrary to popular belief, recipes don't need to contain a pound of cheese to qualify as keto. While cheese can definitely be a great source of healthy fats on the keto diet, processed cheese is a different story. Processed cheese is often made with a combination of cheese and other ingredients, such as emulsifiers, artificial colors, and preservatives. These additives can be harmful to your health, especially if consumed in large amounts, such as that 1 pound of cheese on all the recipes you make. In addition, processed cheese is often high in sodium, which can lead to water retention and bloating. And because it's usually lower in nutrients compared to real cheese, it won't do you any favors when it comes to your overall health. I've had clients whose weight loss stalled for weeks, and even though my programs promote a clean keto dairy-free way of eating, they did not realize how much cheese hindered their weight loss. As soon as they cut it out, they dropped 3 to 5 pounds within a week. If you want fast results on keto, cut the cheese. No pun intended. If you must have cheese, I recommend goat or feta cheese. Once you've reached your weight loss goals, you can bring back some raw, grass-fed, high-quality cheeses. Number 2 is artificial sweeteners. So another food to watch out for on the keto diet is artificial sweeteners. These sugar substitutes are often used in low-calorie or sugar-free products, but they can have a negative impact on weight loss and overall health. Some studies even shown that artificial sweeteners can disrupt the balance of gut bacteria, leading to weight gain, insulin resistance, and other health issues. And because they can increase sugar cravings, it can make it harder to stick to keto. So what's the alternative? If you have a sweet tooth, opt for natural low-carb sweeteners such as stevia or monk fruit. These options are a healthier alternative to artificial sweeteners, and they don't negatively impact your weight loss goals. Number 3 is keto packaged or processed foods. Okay, so you're following the ketogenic diet and you want to make sure you're staying on track. So you reach for keto branded packaged foods. After all, it says keto right on the label, so it must be okay, right? Not so fast. Just because a food is marketed as keto doesn't mean it's healthy or good for weight loss. Usually, it's quite the opposite. If a company is going out of its way to promote a food being keto, it's probably not very keto friendly. Notice how there are no keto signs on steak, broccoli, and butter? I wonder why. The last thing you should do when starting a keto diet is go to the store and throw all the products labeled keto into your cart, thinking that they are keto approved. That's a huge no-no. While keto packaged foods might seem like a convenient way to stay on track with your diet, they're often filled with unhealthy ingredients such as artificial preservatives, colors, and flavors. Natural flavors, what does that mean anyway? Additionally, these foods can be high in unhealthy fats, low in nutrients, making them a poor choice for weight loss. So what's the alternative? Instead of relying on keto packaged foods, focus on whole, unprocessed foods, such as meats, fish, vegetables, berries, and healthy fats. These options will provide you with the nutrients you need to support weight loss and overall health. Number 4 on the list is vegetable and seed oils. When it comes to cooking and baking on the ketogenic diet, you might be tempted to reach for vegetable and seed oils such as corn oil, soybean oil, or canola oil. However, these oils are not only high in unhealthy omega-6 fatty acids, but they're also often high in processed and contain harmful trans fats. In addition, many vegetable and seed oils are heated to high temperatures during the extraction process, which can cause the oils to become rancid and filled with toxic chemicals. And because they're not as stable as other fats, they can easily go rancid, which can be harmful to your health. Some experts say that these oils are more harmful to you than smoking cigarettes. Yikes. So what's the alternative? If you want to cook with healthy fats on the ketogenic diet, look for options like coconut oil, ghee, grass-fed butter, avocado oil, or olive oil. These oils are high in healthy fats and they're less likely to become rancid when exposed to heat. And number 5 on the list is processed meats such as deli meats and hot dogs. So last but not least, we got processed meats, deli meat, and a good old hot dog. These meats are often high in sodium, preservatives, and artificial ingredients, which can be also harmful to your health. Notice a trend? And because they're usually lower in nutrients compared to fresh whole cuts of meat, they won't do you any favors when it comes to your overall health. Additionally, processed meats have been linked to increased risk of cancer, heart disease, and other health problems. So if you want to enjoy meat on the ketogenic diet, it's best to stick with fresh, whole cuts of meat such as chicken, beef, or pork. These options are lower in additives and higher in nutrients, making them a better choice for weight loss. So I want to know, have you been eating any of the foods on the list? If you have, now that you know better, you can do better. It's all about making small improvements over time. If you're following the ketogenic diet for weight loss, it's important to watch out for these 5 foods. By avoiding processed cheese, artificial sweeteners, keto packaged or processed foods, vegetable and seed oils, and processed meats, you can stay on track with your weight loss goals and support your overall health. Now, if you need help figuring out exactly what to eat on keto that won't sabotage your health and weight loss goals, go to the description and download the Clean Keto Cheat Sheet. Now, let's say that you are avoiding these 5 foods, but you're still stuck with weight loss. Go watch the next video where I will cover the 5 shocking reasons you're not losing weight. See you there.